Well, now to some news that you can use. These days, many head to the Southern California mountains to beat the heat. And on the edge of the San Bernardino National Forest, our very own Brian Schofield is blazing a trail to a place that's simply heavenly. We'll let him explain.
Sometimes the road less traveled is meant to be that way. But a few miles up this narrow path between Redlands and Big Bear, you can book an overnight stay in a place that might look like a huge treehouse. But it's an actual working fire tower.
Basically, you're camping out in a lookout structure because really there's no water, there's no place to have a fire ring or anything like that.
Yeah, you heard him right. It's camping at its most basic. Even this old pump has seen wetter days. But if you think that's roughing it, wait until you drive up.
Yeah, this I would consider one of the trickiest parts is the drive, a very narrow one-lane road up, about 3 miles. So this is an area where you just want to keep your concentration forward. Because over the edge is a several, well, let's say 1,000-foot drop, maybe? I'd say at least. I'm gonna focus.
At an elevation of 4,600 feet, this steel structure was built 30 feet high to spot fires. And it's those same 360-degree views that have families willing to pay the $75 to $85 per night.
Why would you want to take your daughter to a fire tower?
Oh, well, this is just so cool. You know, there's all these lookout towers all over the San Bernardino Mountains. And this one is especially cool because it's the only one that you can spend the night in.
Deborah Wall and her daughter Charlotte are regulars at Big Bear's Cool Cabins. This time they're gearing up for a mountain retreat that's rustic with a roof.
Well, I know fire towers are pretty high, and I'm not the biggest fan of heights. But after I got up here, it was just, I like it.
The lookout itself has large windows, 2 twin beds, and on a clear day from this observation deck, you can see all the way to LA. Volunteers make sure the grounds are well maintained 7 days a week, but be prepared to bring in everything you need to camp out, or in.
It's more of a secured overnight adventure than going out and camping in a campgrounds per se.
And any adventure that ends the day like this just might be worth all the bumps in the road.
That is really cool. Leave it to Brian to find those spots. Well, Brian assures us that there's also a composting outhouse, so it does have some very basic necessities, ladies. If you'd like to make a reservation at Morton Peak Fire Lookout, just go to ktnv.com and click on the Action News link on our homepage in the big blue box. Pretty cool.